Hello, ComfyFutons here, and I hope you're ready for my 14th game commentary. I'm playing Malphite again today. Last game was more of a first look at Malphite, and now I'm going to be playing him for real. I'm playing with Necromancer as Fiddlesticks today, and Errol as Ghostly Gangplank. I get my usual mana crystal first to build into either Frozen Heart or Banshee's Veil. That's what I usually get in the beginning. After Frozen Heart, I'll get Merc Treads, and if I go with Banshee's Veil, then I will get the cooldown reduction boots second. Really, it's a decision of what your enemy team has. You want to go with Frozen Heart if they have like at least 2 out of 5 physical damage, because it really is, I think, the best item for Malphite. But if they do have, let's say, 4 out of 5 magic damage, or even if they have 3 out of 5 magic damage and you got like 2 in your lane, then you do want to go with the Banshee's Veil, because both are great items for Malphite. But because of his E move being scaled with armor, you really do want to prefer armor on Malphite, because you like that damage, and if you do go with magic resist, he's just going to be a tank. If you go with armor, he's going to be a tank that can do tons of damage, but it's kind of the luck of the draw. If the enemy team ends up having a lot of magic damage, then you are forced to go with magic resist. Okay, so anyway, the moves on Malphite. His Q move is Seismic Shard. It's a rolling boulder, and it hits them, does damage, slows them, and speeds you up. So it's a great chasing mechanic, which is something that is really good on a tank such as Malphite. And there's not many other tanks that can chase like that. Maybe Rammus, I guess Powerball is a great chaser, but I mean, the slowing on that ability is just incredible for team fights. It's almost like Ash's arrow with the slowing all the time. And that has really become a reason that Malphite has become one of my favorite people to play with. His W move increases your damage and also gives you armor. So you want to use that before you use your third move, which is a ground slam that scales with armor. So you charge him like that with your ultimate. And if I had mana, I would use my W, and then I would use my E move. And then I would have thrown in my Seismic Shard, and we probably could have got that, but I ran out of mana, which is one reason I do get Mana Crystal first, because I do like to have that mana early. His passive makes it so that if you don't get hit for 8 seconds, you get a shield that absorbs 10% of his health and damage, and that is one reason why I do not buy health potions in the beginning usually, because he has great survivability. If you get some damage done to you, you really can just wait for 10 seconds, or 8 seconds, I mean stay back and hit minions, just don't get hit for 8 seconds, and then you get a shield. So it's almost like a bunch of health regen, because I mean, if someone's trying to harass you, they can't harass you more than once every 8 seconds, unless they're like, I mean, maybe Karthus or something. But anyway, you can just sit back, get your shield back up, they throw some whatever harass move they have at you, it hits you, it does like 10% of your health. Like, I can't imagine many moves that do more than that you can use every 8 seconds, and your shield just absorbs it. Maybe it does like 50 damage to you or something, but your shield's back up, your health regens, your full health. So really, it is a great survivability in the beginning. I mean, I probably should get health potions, but I really tend not to get them, because I always tell myself, I'm not gonna die, I'm not gonna have that much damage done to me, I'll just save it so I can get other stuff earlier, because I don't know how many times I've been 50 away from something when I bought health potions, and then like, if I didn't buy health potions, I'd be able to get that, and then I end up not even using them. So it's a trade-off. But don't listen to me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we've been harassing this Tristana a lot. I think we have 3 kills in this lane now. The score is 5-3. Top lane hasn't been doing as well. I think Errol was getting a little discouraged up there, and he ends up coming down here in a minute, I believe. Yeah, here he comes. He's coming down to bottom, because top lane wasn't doing so well, so him and Necromancer switched. But we've been harassing pretty darn good down here. I'm level 7, this Trinimir's 5, so that tells you something. We've just been trying to focus him. If there's a Trinimir in the lane, he actually isn't that strong in the beginning, and he's pretty squishy, so I really try to kill him as many times as possible before he gets to level 6, because I really try to use my to get it so he can't use Endless Rage. I used my charge right there. He uses his heal and also some rocket heals him. I don't even know where all his heals came from. I think he got the summoner spell heal. But anyway, Errol gets that kill right there. Unfortunately, he doesn't get out of there. I probably should have ran and taken that turret, but like everything happened so fast, I didn't really think about that. I didn't even know he was going to chase him, really. It's nice to have better communication on Skype. We really don't have that at this point. I've gone back, and I am coming back, and he doesn't know I'm here yet. I really didn't think Trindamere was going to charge in and try to take a arrow like that, but unfortunately he does, so I tried to come in as fast as possible. I was going to use my ultimate, but I decided not to save it because I can just use Exhaust to chase him down and kill him once his Endless Rage was up, and I end up getting that done while still saving my ultimate. Errol dies. I should have just came in from the front, but I wanted to try to go behind, and unfortunately that delayed me too long to be able to save him. But it's all good because we're still pushing very hard. And we are now come back after a couple minutes later, and we can get this tower down. After we get this tower, I try to go towards middle, and I find a Karthus here, which was actually pretty lucky. I throw my seismic shard and run in, and then I use my W to make me do damage, and then I use my ground slam like I said to do. I use my charge to knock 2 people in the air. Usually if you can knock 2 people in the air and do a bunch of damage to them, that's probably a good time to use it, because it does have a pretty short cooldown, especially when you get frozen hard. As you can see now, I just used it, and it's almost a minute cooldown. It gets better late game, and as you get more magic resist, what am I saying? As you get more cooldown reduction, it gets really short. And I mean, if you get like Boots Lucricity and Frozen Heart, if you decide to do that, you can get down to like less than a minute. It's almost like an Ash Arrow. It's just such a good move at that low of a cooldown. So that's one reason I really like Malphite, because that move is one of my favorite in the game. It's so powerful. As you can see, this fight is very crazy and random, and it's just a bunch of jungle battling. I thought it was a pretty interesting battle. No one really knew what they were doing. No one really knew if we wanted to retreat or if we wanted to like push forward and keep fighting. But somehow we pull this out of nowhere, and we end up like, I think Rammus died and we killed like 4 other people. So that was out of all the confusion and randomness in that jungle battle. We end up coming out way ahead of everyone. And then we recall at this point. We've gone up top now, I guess, to push back that minion wave that was pushing like a minute ago. We all come in this bush here, and we see a Pantheon. We know there's a Karthus down there, but I guess we didn't see the Pantheon. Necromancer flashes in their fears and drains, and we get that Karthus with ease. We're all still really full health because we killed that Karthus so fast. A Trindamere comes up though, and so it's really 3v3 at their turret now, so there's not much we can do. I decided to go down on the bottom because I want to try to charge in from where they can't see me and knock one in the air when they kind of charge out. Like, one person will usually come out and try to do a little damage and then run back real fast. So I used my ultimate right there, but that Trindamere happened to use his spin thing right as I used my ultimate, so that was kind of unlucky. Trindamere probably wasn't the best choice there because he does have Endless Rage, but it's whatever. We end up getting all these kills right here. That Pantheon jumps out, and we need to get him, and we get this Trindamere. I don't know why he didn't use his Endless Rage there to run away, but he ends up, I guess he wanted to kill that Rammus or something. I think everyone wanted to kill that Rammus, because Karthus just used his ultimate, probably aiming to kill Rammus there. But, I mean, he's a tank with magic resist, so it's kind of, you can't really notice how much health they have left. Tanks, it's not as easy to spot. Anyway, we're top right now, and I see Errol coming up here. We're on Skype, so we sick the Rammus and the Gangplank down on bottom to go defend. And I tell Necromancer to stay up here, and we're going to try to push this top turret. Fortunately, this Trindamere shows up, which I actually didn't expect to happen so fast. I thought we'd be at least like halfway through the turret or able to kill the turret, but he comes up here. I'm pretty confident with turret diving now. I run in there, start to hit him. I try to go behind him a little bit, but I can't. He notices how much damage is being done to him. He spins out, and I use my charge at the perfect time and just get that awesome kill right there. That was that was so awesome. I was like, yeah. Anyway, we get this tower down, and there's a Pantheon dropping, as you can see. He dropped right on top of us, but we're actually really powerful. Luckily that Ezreal missed with the ultimate there. I tried to slow down people with my seismic charge as they chase the Necromancer, but he ends up getting the killer anyway with a super powerful drain he has. Fiddlesticks Drain. I'm not even go into it. I've gone into it in my other videos, but it's just such a great move. I love it. That's one of the reasons I do like playing Fiddlesticks a lot. He's one of the only mages I really play a ton. At this point in the game, I'm super fed. I'm 7-1-6. And I've gotten my Frozen Heart and my Merc Treads, and there actually is a lot of magic damage on their team. If this was a closer game, I would have gone with magic resist item, or at least a hybrid item such as Guardian's Angel or Aegis of the Legion, but I just decided to go into that armor item that has the Heart of Gold and the armor. I forgot what it's called. I'm so bad with names. You can figure it out. Anyway, so I decided to go for more armor at this point because I figure I'm so fed. I'm not really having a problem with magic damage, people killing me, so I just want to do more damage because the armor gives you damage. I just love stacking armor. Anyway, this card this here, I mean, it just hit 25 minutes, so we really expected the surrender here, which probably will happen soon, but I go to, yeah, there's the surrender. I've gone to middle. I'm just messing around at this point. And the surrender happens, and we ended up getting a win on that. I became very fed. Malphite has quickly grown to be my favorite champion, probably, and I've been seeming to do very well with him lately. I didn't get as many assists as I wanted that game, but it's alright. We ended up winning pretty well, and I've been doing well with him lately. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Comment and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.